What up, MetaZoo Maniacs and Cryptic Campers? Today's June 2nd, 2025, and this is my first ever Fanatics Collect sales video for MetaZoo cards. So if you want to know when the card was sold, you just look down here, right here, you see it's June 1st, 2025. Now there was a lot of auctions on here on June 1st, and there's been previous auctions. I'm just going to go over some recent sales history. So far, they're all graded by CGC. All the cards you're going to see in this video were graded by CGC, so there's going to be a lot of Gem Mint 10, Pristine 10s. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Let me know if you see any steals of a deal. I don't grade with CGC, so it's like a CGC 10 equivalent to like a PSA 9. I mean, I know it says Gem Mint 10, but they don't sell for PSA 10 prices, these cards. I can tell you that much. So anyways, let's jump right into it. We got Sun Wukong, the box art. I mean, the second best card you can pull besides hidden rares and all that. $37.20. $37.20 in auction as a Gem Mint 10. Or are these prices lower because not many people know that these auctions are happening on fanaticscollect.com? And in this video, I'm going to mainly focus on the Gem Mint 10s, the Pristine 10s, stuff like that, and not worry about these 9.5s. I mean, you know, $6, whoop-de-doo. I mean, here we got Monkey Mirage, the alternate art. This card, maybe raw, sells for maybe 20 bucks if it's lucky nowadays. $44.40 as Gem Mint 10 CGC. I mean, maybe sending these new MetaZoo cards to CGC is the way to go. Next, we have the Reverse Hollow Mothman, CGC Gem Mint 10, sold for $27.60 in auction. Okay, let's throw a couple hidden rares into the mix. So we got Hidden Rare Piazza Bird, so Mint plus 9.5, so I don't know if that would grade like a PSA 8 or something. But nonetheless, $192 for a hidden rare. Not bad at all. I mean, I don't know enough about CGC, but I don't think that's like a horrible grade. Next, we have the Sun Wukong hidden rare. CGC 9.5 sold for $216 in auction. So we've seen the CGC Gem Mint 10 Reverse Hollow Mothman, sold for like $27. The Full Hollow Mothman, CGC Gem Mint 10, sold for $15.60. I feel like that was pretty cheap. This card is very hard to get without getting a bunch of roller lines and scratch lines. Next, we got the Griddle Greaser Pete Reverse Hollow, CGC Gem Mint 10, sold for a whole $6. But the exact same card, Reverse Hollow Griddle Greaser Pete as a Pristine 10, sold for $27.60. So that's over 5 times as much compared to when this was just a Gem Mint 10. So obviously Pristine has a huge premium on it. Okay, check this one out. So Rainbow Crow, CGC Gem Mint 10, sold for $34.80. But as a Pristine 10, it sold for $62.40. Here's another card, Piazza Bird, a 2-star rarity. Usually there's a lot of scratch lines and roller marks and all that. CGC Gem Mint 10 sold for $7.20. Meanwhile, the same card as a Pristine 10 sold for $25.20. So here we have a regular hollow Bigfoot, CGC Gem Mint 10 sold for $7.20. And then the reverse hollow of the same card as a Pristine 10 sold for $43.20. And then we have the Bigfoot alternate art Pristine 10 sold for $86.40 in auction. This card raw would be lucky if it sold for $25. So for that Pristine 10 label, it sure sells for a lot more. So maybe grading with CGC is the way to go. I have no idea, but it's interesting because this is how much it's selling for in auctions that not a lot of people are aware of. I mean, you could probably pick up 4 copies of this card raw for the same price as one Pristine 10. But then again, if you pick up 4 copies of this card raw, they might grade CGC 9 mints, and they only sell for about $13.20. Now, here's a prime example of what a Pristine 10 does to a card. So the Mothman, 2-star rarity, Gem Mint 10, CGC, only $14.40 in auction. And the exact same card as a Pristine 10 sold for $91.20 on the exact same day, June 1st, 2025. So I'm sure I'm going to ask this later, but if you remember by the end of the video, do you think it's worth it to pay that much more for a Pristine 10? We just saw this card as a Gem Mint 10 sell for $14, but as a Pristine sell for $91. I mean, this Pristine 10 increased the value of this card by over 6 times the value. That's crazy. And that was an auction on the exact same day. Here's a couple interesting auctions. So we got Sun Wukong, not the box art, just the other Sun Wukong alternate art, as a Gem Mint 10, sold for $37.20. Now, if you ever wondered how undesirable this Chupacabra 3-star rarity card was, yeah, as a Pristine 10, it sold for only $36. It sold for less than the Gem Mint 10 Sun Wukong card, the less popular Sun Wukong. Another Pristine 10 alternate art, Sword of Surtur, sold for $37.20 in auction. I'd have to say that's not a bad deal at all. I mean, the full hollow OG classic Piazza Bird artwork from in the new MetaZoo. Pristine 10 for only $25.20. Check this out. So we have Lady Luck, the 3-star rarity alternate art, 9.5. Sold for $12 in auction. Now take a couple seconds yourself. How much do you think this would sell for as a pristine 10 if as a 9.5 it was selling for 12 bucks? Well, it sold for 7 times more. It sold for $86.40 as a pristine 10. Lady Luck, 3-star alternate art. That's crazy. Or was this a steal of a deal? I had to throw this one just in here just because. Bigfoot, Gemmin 10, CGC, $12 in auction. What am I saying? Bigfoot. Hulk Smash Bigfoot. I know I showed this one already. The Sun Wukong, the other Sun Wukong. Gemmin 10 for $37.20. I had to show that again because a pristine 10 of the same card sold for $55.20. Next, we have the pristine 10 Phoenix, sold for $45.60. Next, we have Hodag, pristine 10, sold for $43.20. Next, we have Dingbell, pristine 10, alternate art, $43.20. We'll get back to the pristine 10s right away, but we had a Gemmin Quetzalcoatlus for only $18. So pretty much, I'm guessing like Gemmin 10s from CGC are almost the same price as like raw cards. Hey, we even have a Grootslang pristine 10, sold for $37.20. Grootslang sold for more than 2 Pacabra. Next, we have one of the nicest alternate arts, if not the nicest. Dragon Oculto Falls, pristine 10, sold for $57.60. Look at these prices. I mean, Phoenix has a Gemmin 10, only $8. So, if you're not getting a pristine 10 for some of these cards, they're worth about as much as they were raw. Grading them was absolutely pointless. I mean, here's another perfect example. Ziz, Gemmin 10, CGC, only $10. We all know Trample is one of the least valuable alternate arts in the new MetaZoo, but as a pristine 10, it sells for $40.80. To go back to the beginning of the video really quick here, Sun Wukong, I mean, this card, raw, normally sells for like $50 or more, at least over $40, but as a Gemmin 10 CGC, only $37.20. It's like it's losing value as a Gemmin 10 in a CGC holder. So as a seller, I don't know, if you get a Gemmin 10, you may as well just crack it open and sell it raw. Or, if you know that it's going to get a good grade, maybe send it to PSA. Maybe it'll get a PSA 10. I mean, here's a perfect example. I mean, this card raw on eBay sold for over $1,000. The very first copy sold on eBay. I mean, obviously things are going to go down, but this isn't a Gemmin 10 CGC holder. Only $312. You could literally crack this out of the case and sell it for more if it was just a raw copy. The only other thing I could think of is maybe these auctions aren't as well known, so there wasn't as many people like aware of it. But I mean, still, as you've seen, some of the cards as pristine 10s are selling for quite a bit more than they would raw. So I think there's enough people that know MetaZoo that are bidding on these that would realize that this is a pretty big card, but because it's in a Gemmin 10 CGC holder, I mean, it's losing value compared to a raw copy. That's crazy. But maybe whoever bought this is a steal of a deal, because maybe you crack this out, send it to PSA, and if that gets a PSA 10, then boom. You're easily doubling your value if you got this as a PSA 10. The weird thing is, though, there was also a 9.5 Mothbrion, sold for $312 as well. I mean, on eBay, this Mothman 3-star rarity, the best card you can pull for the alternate art, besides the hidden rares, usually sells for at least $50. But look at this, Gemmin 10 in a CGC holder, only $36. So either a steal of a deal, or this label right here decreases the value of your card, like lower than the value of a raw card. How many people watching this video bought this card online for more than $50? Raise your hand. I guarantee everyone just raised their hand that's listening to this video. That's insane. Okay, I don't know what to say here. So on May 18th, this Mothman as a 9, that's one of the lowest grades we've had in this video, sold for $46.80, but we just saw a 10 sell for $36. So my only conclusion to that is within the span of 2 weeks from, you know, about mid-May to early June, the market for the new MetaZoo's gone down so much that a Mint 9 Mothman alternate art went down, what, $10 in value, even though the other one was a Gemmin 10. So Mothman went up a full grade and sold for less than $10 in a span of 2 weeks later. So I hope that made sense, but that's kind of weird. I would say that just shows the popularity of the new MetaZoo's vastly declining. Sorry, I had to just throw this in here. I mean, we got a pristine 10 second edition Bigfoot. Why are people grading second edition Bigfoot? Well, it's sold for $14.40. Okay, let's get into some of the other big boy cards. And yes, the OG Mothbrion's coming up right away here. So we got the hidden rare Bigfoot CGC 9. Sold for $252, but that's back on May 18th. Now that would not sell for that much. I'd be surprised if it sold for even $200. Okay, let's get into the absolute monsters of the week. So we got the Poncho Box Shadow Rare Piazza Bird CGC Gem Mint 10. Sold for $360 in auction, and that was June 1st, 2025. Next, we have the Bigfoot Shadow Rare Gem Mint 10 CGC. Sold for $456 in auction on June 1st, 2025. And then we have the Mothman Shadow Rare from the Poncho Box 9.5 Mint Plus CGC. Sold for $456 in auction. Man, what would one of these sell for as a pristine 10 or a PSA 10? If a 9.5 Mint Plus is already $456 in auctions that maybe not many people even knew about. And then we have the least popular of all the Shadow Rares, but this one graded as a pristine 10, Sun Wukong. Absolutely sick looking card. Sold for $468 in auction, also on June 1st, 2025. That just shows you the power of Mothman and how Sun Wukong wasn't as popular as I thought it was going to be. I mean, this is a pristine 10, sold for $468. Meanwhile, 2 grades lower, 9.5 Mothman with for $456. That's crazy. So Mothman is still the undisputed champion of MetaZoo, without a doubt. But everyone's waiting to see how much the OG Mothman's selling for. And boom, there it is. Mint 9, so even a grade even lower, sold for $720. That's our biggest, baddest boy of the week here. So that was May 18, 2025. $720 in auction. Now, is this a steal of a deal? I don't know. I mean, just having this card, period, I don't even think the grade matters. It's just like a feather in your cap. It's just a beautiful card to have in your collection. So this is by far, at least for myself, that I've seen this is the lowest I've seen this card sell for. $720 for the OG Mothman. Yeah, it's not the best grade, and it's in a CGC holder. But I mean, in the new MetaZoo, that is the top of the top. I guess even higher than the Shadow Rare Poncho Box Mothman. So anyways, comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you grade with CGC? Do you agree that CGC Gem Mint 10 actually hurts the value of a card? Ironically, more than like CGC Gem Mint 10 seems to sell for about the same price or lower than a raw copy of the same card. So unless you're getting pristine 10, you're losing a lot of value grading with CGC. Also comment below, did you know about this, where is it here, Fanatics Collect auctions? I mean, a lot of these auctions were sold by Catch 'em All Collectibles on June 1st, 2025. And what do you think about the overall MetaZoo market? I mean, I'd say everything is absolutely tanking, so we're in a new dip. The new MetaZoo dip of 2025. But I mean, if you're a collector, now's the time to buy. Especially some of these cards that are in pristine 10 cases. I mean, those look incredibly nice in person. Or are you the type of collector that's going to buy a bunch of Gem Mint CGC graded cards, crack them open, send them into PSA, hoping to get PSA 10s? Anyways, comment below and let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.